everybody. Happy Thursday. It's Queen of Light 1111. Hope you're all doing great. I'm here with your twin flame energy check-in for Thursday, December 19th. Gosh, can you guys believe that this year is almost over? I can't believe it. It's just flown by. But it's been a tough year, right? I don't know how it was for all of you. I just felt like I probably personally have come into my most like ascended, powerful version of myself. And power, not in the ego sense, but just having more understanding and control over my emotions, over my thinking, over my actions, and just a lot more mature, but from a spiritual sense, okay? Not from your 3D perspective. And I feel like a lot of you have gone through that as well. It's just there's been this ascension that has created an environment of awakening and spiritual ascension and higher consciousness and maturity. And I feel like that's really occurred through this year. And it was this preparation year, preparation for union year. I mean, I can't tell you how many times the Hierophant has come up today in this connection. So it's going to be very interesting as we go through this, and I am excited to do this reading. It is a little challenging as far as the energy is concerned in terms of that this is a very stubborn collective right now. Why? And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm saying, maybe stubborn is not the right word. Perhaps there's boundaries, very, very hard boundaries that have been set, and that's what I love. I love it. But I think that the way that these two are relating to each other, they're seeing it as stubborn, but what it is it is boundaries. It is about honoring self, honoring choices, honoring what it is that you want and desire in your life, and not putting up with anything less than that. And that is coming up to maybe feel like one or the other is being stubborn, but it is about boundaries. So once both are completely in a place of healing, because there's a lot of healing happening, then they will see that it is not stubbornness, that it is truly an honoring of self and choices that people are making on their own behalves to make sure that they are in an environment of peace, that they are in an environment of self-love, self-worth, and that we are not choosing partners or situations or doing things that are just going to continue to wound us and keep us stuck in a karmic cycle, okay? So there's a lot that's going on. I got to tell you, I have been doing, and you've heard this in almost every recent reading, I've been doing a ton of healings. And I will tell you, I get emails afterwards from my clients just how much it has helped them get unstuck, help them make choices, honorable choices for themselves. There have been also emails that have come through they've told me that their masculines have shifted, that their relationship has shifted and become unstuck. And what I do in this healing session, and it's on my website, it's called the Twin Flame Blocks Reading and Healing Session. What I do in this session is the first part, there's two parts to it. I will pull 3 cards that show me what the blocks are in the connection or within you or within your twin. And then I will read that and channel those messages, and then we'll talk about those. And then the part 2 is the healing portion. And in the healing portion, I look at your energy and that of your twin, and I go in and I heal and clear those energies. And then when we come out of that meditation that we do together, I will tell you what I saw and how to keep that energy out of yourself and out of your connection. And so it has been the biggest blessing and my most honor to be able to do this for all of you, but I can't do it for everyone. So what I ask is, if you want to book that service with me, you must send me a picture of you and your twin. You don't have to be together, but it must be a picture of him and of you, or her and of him. So it needs to be of you and your twin, unfiltered, where I can clearly see both of you and your eyes. And then once I review the picture for the energy, then I will say, yes, I can work with you, and no, or no, that I can't. And unfortunately, I have had to turn away a few people just because the time wasn't right for me to do the healing, because there's some lessons still that needed to be learned by either person. And so in those cases, I do have to respectfully decline to do that service. So if you want to participate in the healing session and that blocks reading that I do, you must email me first at queenoflight1111@gmail.com. That service description is on my website at queenoflight1111.com. And any other service, any other session, any other reading, you can go ahead and book directly through my website, except for the one that I mentioned. Let us get started. Oh my gosh. Bottom of the deck for the clarifiers, for the themes of the reading, for our masculine and our feminine. The bottoms of the deck for the tarot is the Two of Cups. Okay, it is about union. And so this is the clarifier for the themes that I use for the oracle, for the masculine, the feminine, and the connection. And it has all to do with union. Two of Cups. It's about this sacred, divine connection. So everything that I'm talking about as far as these themes are concerned have to do with, obviously, well, I mean, not obviously, sometimes it's not, it has to do with this divine connection and the union that they both want with each other, but are being challenged by at this time. Our masculine got the card of temptation and of resisting and of willpower. And so look at this. This is like, for me, it looks like the devil's energy, right? So this is about, there's something forbidden, something he can't have, something he's resisting. And what is he resisting? The Ace of Pentacles. I got to tell you, this guy got the Ace of Pentacles in his overall head, heart, and environment as an energy, and he got it for his clarifiers. So he is just resisting this new beginning. He is fighting this new beginning. He has like so many aces on the table. He's got the Ace of Cups, he's got the Ace of Swords, he's got the Ace of Pentacles. The only thing he doesn't have is the Ace of Wands. And that is because he's like resisting taking action towards this connection at this time. So when this card comes up, this is him, you know, kind of being an ego, being a little defensive, you know, resisting this temptation. Not temptation, because your feminine is not temptation. She is, what I do feel like I'm getting is like the more they're in separation, the more he wants her, the more he energetically is connecting to her, and he's trying to resist her. He is really trying to resist her, and he's trying to resist this new beginning. And once he understands that, you know, that his weakness, what his weakness is, and that he starts to battle this energy, that this is not a shadow energy, this is a light energy, that she is the light, this connection is the light, then he will see this portal and this Ace of Pentacles as something that he should not resist, okay? He is really, really fighting hard to not start fresh with his feminine, all right? And I'll tell you why, but I'll tell you, the universe is working with the masculine, all right? What is our feminine's theme for the reading today? So his is, he's resisting this new beginning. He is resisting it. He is fighting it. He doesn't want to offer it. This Ace of Pentacles. Remember, the Ace of Pentacles is for him to give to our Nine of Pentacles feminine, okay? She's the Nine of Pentacles feminine. She's that single, fabulous, has her shit together, has her money together, has her stuff together. You know, she's in her power. And he doesn't want to give her the ace, okay? He doesn't want to give it to her. So what is she in? She is in this energy. If you look, there's this beautiful globe with this horse that's breaking free. Breaking free of what? Three of Swords. She's coming out of her heartbreak. She's breaking free of her heartbreak. So when this card comes out, this is about breaking free, chasing a dream, healing her heart. This is about her, you know, looking at her life and looking at where she's been and what has been choking her inner spirit, what has been keeping her claustrophobic and constricted. And it's this Three of Swords third party energy that keeps her from her light, that keeps her from, you know, sharing her light, being in the world. And so this energy here, she, in her theme for this reading, she is breaking free of this third party energy, meaning that this third party energy that, he had to participate in the past, that she continuously suffers from and thinking he is deceitful. And so she is absolutely breaking free of this energy where she's no longer going to sit in this heartbreak, sit in this loss, sit in this betrayal. She's breaking free from it. What is the theme for the connection today? Balance. We get this card a lot. I believe he's gotten it, she's gotten it, and now the connection gets it. So when that card comes out, as you guys might remember, or maybe you don't, and so I'm going to tell you again, that card is all about balance and equality. They need to be a vibrational match to come into commitment, to come into this marriage, to come into this contract. This is the Hierophant. The Hierophant has shown up tons of times. So there needs to be balance. There needs to be equality of purpose. They both have to understand the purpose of this connection, their position in this connection, and that desire. They both must have the desire to come together, okay? If one fails to cooperate, then the balance is lost. The balance is lost. You cannot have this union. You cannot be in this spiritual contract if there is no balance in this connection. But there is healing that is happening that is starting to create the balance, but it happens with the individuals first. So it's very interesting to note. Go back into my previous readings. You'll see she had it first. The feminine energy had it first, balanced it out. Then the masculine got it. I feel like it was last week, the last reading I did, or the one before. Then he got it, and now it's in the connection. So as they are balancing out, now the connection is balancing out. Okay, I hope that makes sense. The next thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to tell you what is happening with the masculine and feminine in their overall energies. So I just wanted to see, I've been doing this for the last few readings. I wanted to see what the overall energy is just in their day-to-day, okay? What's happening in their day-to-day? What are they thinking about? Are they thinking about each other? Is there something else that's going on in their lives? So I wanted to just kind of check in to see what is happening with the masculine and the feminine in their day-to-day. So the day-to-day for the masculine, the bottom of his deck is the Three of Cups, okay? So he's thinking about, coming together. He wants to think about reunion. He wants to think about celebration. He's just trying to, in his day-to-day, he's trying to enjoy himself. He may even be numbing himself. Maybe he's drinking. Maybe he's, going out with his friends and his tribe and trying to numb out in his day-to-day. I mean, it would make sense because the energy that we're getting for him is absolutely one of, he's really trying to fight the universe. He's trying to fight this connection because remember, he's like resisting this new beginning. He just doesn't want to come forward with it. So his first card out, Hierophant. He's thinking about the contract. He's thinking about what he wants to do. So in his day-to-day, while he's got stuck in this energy trying to resist this new beginning that he wants, he's in this energy of like he knows what's right. He knows there's a spiritual connection. He knows he's looking for his truth. This is a card of spirituality, spiritual awakening. This is about this is like the 5D masculine. So maybe he's having dreams. Maybe he's understanding that there's a little more going on than he thinks in his life. And that's why maybe he's in that Three of Cups energy, trying to numb it out. This is why he's in that Devil's energy, trying to like, no, it's not what I think. It's not what I think, right? Even though he's awake, he's fighting it. So the first card is the Hierophant. And I said, what's that Hierophant about? Two of Pentacles. So it's like he's in and out. Some days he's completely awakened to this connection, and some days he's fighting it and thinks it's an illusion. I said, what's the Two of Pentacles about? The Sun card. And so what he's doing, that's it. It's like he's in his illumination, and then he's not in his illumination. He's in his illumination that this is something, and then it's not. So he comes in and out of wanting to rebirth this and not wanting to rebirth it. Wanting to participate in the spiritual contract and then not wanting to. So he's in this overall energy. What's the next card? Ten of Swords. So he's in pain. He's going through, he's having wounds. He's in a very difficult cycle right now in his life. Maybe something's happened with him, his job, his finances, his family, but he is going through the end of a very painful cycle. I said, what's the Ten of Swords about? Temperance. And through this, what he's doing in his day-to-day in his overall energy. Not only is he having the spiritual awakening that he's in and out of, he is going through something very painful that he is trying to heal. And so things in his life, Seven of Pentacles, feel very stagnant, feel very paused. And why is that? Because he's got inner and outer conflict. He's in and out of this spiritual connection. He's going through a painful cycle. And so things are just stagnant in his life. Things aren't moving in his life, and it's creating conflict. And so boom, the Tower shows up. And so here is the universe trying to break through, trying to come through, trying to, break this foundation of his pain, of his stagnation, of his, in and out energy, that he's in a spiritual connection, break him out of this devil's energy. And so what is this Tower about? Showing him the truth, giving him clarity. I said, what is this clarity about? That he has been guarded and defensive. I said, what else? Four of Cups, that his heart has been closed. So the Tower is coming to boom, like demolish his guarded energy, his defensiveness, and his heart not being open. And then finally, we've got this energy of the Page of Wands, and that is about communication and rebirthing and, moving forward and being excited and passionate to move forward in communication. I said, what is this communication about? Five of Pentacles. He's rejecting it, doesn't want to communicate at this time. Why? Seven of Pentacles. Remember, the Seven of Pentacles is here already. It's because he has conflict. So he's just in a shitty place, like a really shitty place. Like he's like, I feel something, but I'm going through something major in my life that I'm trying to heal. My life feels very stuck at this time. It's creating conflict. I'm in conflict in myself. I'm in conflict outside of myself with other people, including my feminine. I am now going through this major Tower moment where I feel like my world is crumbling, and the truth and the clarity that comes from this Tower is that, yes, you are defensive, you are closed off. You have to open your heart. And so there's this desire to communicate, but no, he doesn't feel confident enough. He feels rejected. He feels abandoned. He's a little bit in this left out in the cold energy, and that's the energy that he's stuck in. But don't worry, because the masculine is being helped by the universe. The feminine does not need to go and start communicating to help him out because of this reading. No, that is not your job. You're not anybody's Jesus, okay? So let him do his work. Let him save himself and find his own light so that you can come into this balanced connection where he has his light and you have your own. What is happening in the connection of the divine, I'm sorry, not in the connection. What is happening in the overall energy of our divine feminine? Three of Pentacles. So she's learning some lessons, right? This is also a part of teamwork. I said, what's Three of Pentacles about? Page of Swords. So through this observation, through this no communication phase, she's learning that she didn't have to do anything. Her lesson is she needs to observe. Her lesson is she doesn't need to be taking action. Her lesson is she needs to stand in her Nine of Pentacles power. So what happens? She's guarded. Four of Pentacles. She's not doing anything. She's not going to talk. She's not going to move forward in communicating or sharing or moving forward towards anybody. She's not doing that. So what's the Four of Pentacles about? The Ace of Pentacles, which he is resisting on giving to her. So this Ace of Pentacles, she's like, I'm not going to move towards it. I'm not going to offer you the Ace. The Ace is for you to offer me. So in my job that I'm learning in my day-to-day is I'm staying in my observation. I am not communicating. And that is the illumination, the Sun card. So that's where she finds her positivity and her rebirth and her success. Now look, I'm just realizing this. We got the Sun card here. So his illumination is that, he's in and out of the spiritual energy, that there is this contract, okay? And his bottom of the deck, remember, for his clarifiers, if I didn't tell you, is not only the Three of Cups, but the Ace of Pentacles for his clarifiers. So he's like wanting to come together, but he's fighting it because he has a lack of confidence and because there's a little bit of stubborn energy here because he's truly going through something very difficult in his life that he is healing from. And so that has stopped any progress because there is conflict, but the universe is working with him on not resisting this new beginning and not resisting reunion. So for her, she's learning her lesson that she needs to observe. She's holding on. She knows this Ace of Pentacles will come to her someday, but she's not going to be moving towards it by offering it up. So this is her illumination. I said, what's the illumination about? Seven of Swords. So the illumination is about self-sabotage. The illumination is about deceit. I said, what about that? Ace of Swords. So her truth that's being illuminated is that she's not going to chase him. She's not going to sabotage all of this energy that she's been working towards to get into her powerful Empress self. She's not. She's learned her lessons through not communicating, through observation, that she has hope and will hold on to this pentacle, but he's to offer it. Her illumination and her success, she's had a breakthrough with this Seven of Swords energy around deceit, around self-sabotage, or the Seven of Swords that he has constantly displayed that she is now breaking free from. That is her truth. That is her clarity. She has succeeded over this deceit energy, and she's done with it. And now she's starting fresh, the Fool. I said, what's the Fool about? Queen of Swords. She's now starting her journey wiser and in her confidence. Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. And that's the ace. Remember, he's got the ace to give to this Queen of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. But she's moving forward as her wise self into a fresh new journey because she's breaking free of her heartbreak, breaking free of betrayal. The Sun card, Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords. That is another combination that's showing me she's breaking free of that wound, of that pain. And her clarity again, Ace of Swords, is that she's transitioning. She's moving forward to High Priestess energy. She is that alluring person that is calling to him. Okay, that he's feeling her energy. High Priestess, he gets the Hierophant. 5D masculine, 5D feminine. Do you see how even in their overall energy, they are absolutely in their overall energy? Of course they are, but I always just have to check anyway, okay? But I'm telling you, they're having major breakthroughs. He's got the Ace of Swords true 2 times, so he's having major clarity as well. And in his environment, he is healing his conflict. Look at, he's got the Ace of Swords that clarified the Tower. So just like she's gotten her clarity, the universe is working with him, okay, to gain his clarity, all right, to bring that pentacle to his feminine. So many duplicative cards. So many. Page of Wands energy for him is like wanting to communicate, but he's not doing it. Page of Swords energy is that delay of communication. So, and the High Priestess doesn't say anything. She's like, I know it all, but I'm not saying a word. Because why? I am the wiser this time. I am in my power this time. I have healed this third party wound, this self-sabotage wound. I know this ace is coming from my masculine, but I've learned my lesson that I don't need to do a thing because I stand in my power and I'm standing in my patience. Wow. Okay, literally just channeled all of that. So I love this. Powerful energies for our masculine and our feminine, okay? And they are absolutely overlapping in their overall energy today. So let's go ahead and get started. Bottom of the deck. Oh, by the way, her clarifiers, bottom of the deck is the Five of Swords. She's like, I'm done fighting this. Just not going to fight it anymore. Right? She was holding on to this energy. She's like, I felt it. I've gone through it. I've been defeated by it. I'm done with it. Five of Swords. Defeat. Done. Learn my lesson. Learn my lesson. Those were her clarifiers. And by the way, her bottom of the deck for the main part was the Page of Cups. She's just like, I'm releasing all of this energy of defeat. She's releasing it. She wants communication from her masculine in the form of love. But, she's just like, I'm not holding on to it. I'm sitting in my Page of Swords energy. I'm not going to move towards him. I'm just going to observe. And that is that. Bottom of the deck for our main energies for the themes of the masculine and the feminine is the Three of Cups and the door to Spirit. So there is a lot going on about reuniting in the spiritual sense. Door to Spirit is very much in the energy oracle a card of knowing that there is a spiritual connection, a spiritual partnership, that there is a spiritual awakening happening, that there is a new beginning happening. And that combined with this Three of Cups energy is very much about wanting to come together. Remember, masculine got the Three of Cups as his overall energy with the Ace of Pentacles for his clarifiers. So, he's wanting to come together, wanting this new beginning, but he's doing everything in his power to resist it. And that's why the divine has come in to say, boom, here's the Tower. Let's crumble your heart in the sense that it's not open, and let's get it to open. Let's get rid of this defensive energy. All right. And for our feminine, right, she's breaking free from this loss and this betrayal. And in her overall energy, she knows her lesson is that she's awake too, right? She knows that there's this desire for a new beginning from a more successful and healed standpoint. And so this is that Three of Cups door to spirit energy that is very much the overall theme for our connection, for our masculine and our feminine. Bottom of the deck for our masculine head, heart, environment is the Ace of Pentacles and strength. Again, Ace of Pentacles. So this is him wanting to get into his personal power, get into his strength, to have this new beginning with his feminine. And it's so crazy. Underneath this card is the Emperor. Underneath the Strength card is the Magician. So he's very much in an energy of wanting to be in his personal best, in his personal power. He can't do that right now. He's in the Ten of Swords. He's like every knife is in his back in his day-to-day. Like his life is falling apart, and that's why Temperance is there. He's being protected. He's being helped. He's being healed. All right, that's why the Tower is there. The universe is stepping in and saying, now that you're ending this painful cycle, let's rebuild you into this Hierophant, into the Emperor energy. Bottom of the deck for our feminine, it's very interesting, Tower and Ten of Swords. So the universe is with her too, right? Getting her out of her biggest pain, right? Which is her, her masculine, the separation with her masculine. And underneath that is the Five of Pentacles and the High Priestess, right? So the Tower is coming in to deal with this separation, to help them deal with this separation. And with the High Priestess energy is like she knows there is a spiritual connection here. That's why she knows in her overall energy, she doesn't need to do a thing. I'm like literally hearing this song. I don't know who sings it, but it's like, don't you worry about a thing. I think it's John Legend, but anyway. And sorry about my voice, but but I feel like she doesn't have to worry about a thing. She doesn't have to worry about a thing. The universe is there. She's at the Ten of Swords. She's ready for the Ace, and that Ace has come out 2 times for her in her overall energy. She has clarity through this very painful ending. So let's go ahead and get started. Understanding for our masculine, he's getting the strength to come forward with the Ace of Pentacles. Understanding for our feminine, that she is going through this final Tower to end this very painful cycle where she is breaking free of that heartbreak, that loss, that betrayal, that Three of Swords energy that stemmed from the Seven of Swords, which she's like, I get it. I got my lesson. I understand it. I'm successful in understanding it and healing. So that's what's happening. All right. When our masculine thinks of our feminine, what is he thinking? First card out, no surprise, Ace of Pentacles, happy family. This is called prosperity begins. Look at these 2 hands and this tree, this seed that's been planted, now it's starting to bloom. And this a peach tree, right? And so this is like all these peaches are now blooming and coming around, and what does he want? A new beginning. What does he want to be prosperous? Happy family. This is like the Ten of Cups. This is like the Four of Wands. This is an energy where when he is in his headspace, he wants a new beginning. He absolutely does. Ace of Pentacles as the bottom of his deck for head, heart, and environment. Ace of Pentacles for his clarifiers in his overall energy. Now, Ace of Pentacles in his headspace. So when he thinks about his feminine, he's thinking, I want this new beginning. I want to have it in the material. And I want to have and manifest this happy family. She is my family. I want to be close to her. I want to have fun with her. I want to care for her. I want to be joyful and celebrate with her. Remember, 3 of Cups, bottom of the deck, overall energy. And so he's very much in an environment that, he wants to build a loving relationship. He wants to, build a family. He wants to marry her even. Okay, this is what I'm getting from what he's thinking when he's thinking in his headspace. He's like, give me a crack at it. Like, I want another crack at it. But shit, he's like totally resisting it. And here we go. When we drill down into his headspace, here's how he resists it. Okay, because I was like, really? He wants all of this, but then he's not taking action because he's like trying to resist temptation. What's that all about? So with a headspace, when he wants this, he wants the happy family, he wants a new beginning, he wants the Ace of Pentacles. But when he starts to we drill down into his headspace, He's got a lot of stress, Nine of Swords. Look at that. There's that devil in the window. It's stressing him out. That devil is stressing him out. What's the stress, I asked? Seven of Pentacles. There's been a lot of pause in this connection. He's starting to stress out that there has been too much of a pause, too much of a stagnation in this connection. Look at this. I hate to keep going back to this, but I have to. Look at this. Seven of Pentacles. This is his conflict. Because he is stuck, this connection has been stuck, and that is his conflict, right? And then where do we get Seven of Pentacles again? This communication, this birthing of communication through the separation. That's also at Seven Pentacles. So he's just, when he's thinking about his feminine in his headspace, she's obviously in his overall energy, but then he starts to get stressed, Nine of Swords, that maybe too much time has passed by. Maybe I haven't done enough. I'm not able to invest in this connection. I'm not able to give into this connection. And so it's clarity, Ace of Swords. Here's this truth. Remember, the universe is working with him on that, is that he's got to move forward. Six of Swords. He's got to get out of that Five of Swords energy with her, that defeat, that battle. And that Five of Swords comes up in his heart space. So his clarity is that he needs to transition forward, but he's heartbroken. Three of Swords. What about the Three of Swords? Justice. He knows that he needs to do right by her. When he thinks about her, he knows he needs to make an apology over this Five of Cups energy, over the past. He knows that he needs to make things right over the past, over the sadness that they both feel. But Seven of Wands, Five of Pentacles, he gets defensive. He gets defensive because he has been rejected by her. Okay, that's what he's feeling. I got to go back to this again, guys. You're probably going to get so annoyed with me, but I just want to tell you, like, in how many freaking 14 decks, how this all, like, repeats. Look at this. Where's the Five of Pentacles? Right here. Where's the Seven of Pentacles? Right here. It's all the stuff that he's thinking. Seven of Pentacles. I'm stressed out that too much time has passed. Okay? I'm defensive because I've been rejected. Five of Pentacles. This is why he doesn't want to talk to her, because he's been rejected. So it's just an energy of this over and over again spinning in his headspace. I want this new beginning, but I have to resist it. I have to resist it because I don't feel like I'm in a place to invest at this time. And my clarity is that I do need to move forward, and give this apology about this heartbreak, about the heart that I broke, all right? About this sadness of this connection, about the past. But I'm defensive about doing so because why? Five of Pentacles. Because I feel rejected. I don't have my self-esteem yet. I don't feel like I have my inner strength yet. Remember, the Strength card is the bottom of the deck. So what about the feminine? What's she thinking? Well, she's thinking about her masculine. This is the Authority card. This is the Emperor card and the door to romance. So when she's thinking about her masculine, she's thinking about, is this a portal? Look, here's the portal. He's got the Ace. Here's the portal in the energy deck. And so she's thinking about, she wants to have this new beginning in love. Remember, that's the Fool's energy. We just got that for her as well. All right? We just got that for her. Where is the Fool card? Right here. She wants this new beginning, but she's like, I'm going to be smarter. I'm standing in my power. Not going to say anything because you have to bring me the Ace. You've got to bring me the Ace. Here's the Ace. Okay? So in her headspace, when she thinks about him, she wants this new beginning in love with him. She does. Just like he wants this new beginning and to start a family and to be a family with her. She's like, I want a new beginning in love with him. They're on the same page, okay? But then they all get screwed up in their head as we drill down because, here's what happens. Here's what happens. I mean, it's just like, I wish I could just get them in a room and be like, come on. So they want he wants a new beginning. She wants a new beginning with her masculine. But what happens when we go further into her headspace? Moon card. She's like, I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. I just feel like things are happening in the background. This connection is hidden from me at this time. This is also the moon energy is like the universe working in the background. So what about the moon? Queen of Cups. And so this is also her hiding her emotions, hiding her feelings for him. And just wanting Six of Swords, just wanting to move away from her feelings. I really feel like she knows that she wants him, but just like he's got his clarity that he needs to go into the Six of Swords energy and move out of this rough patch, she's like, I'm hiding my emotions. I'm hiding my compassion. I'm hiding how I'm feeling. And I just need to continue to keep it moving forward. So then the next card is the Ten of Swords. He's got the 9. She's like, I got to end this. Remember, bottom of the deck for her is the Ten of Swords. So what is this Ten of Swords about? Knight of Pentacles. So she's just like, you know, I've got it in order to move forward thoughtfully, methodically, analytically. Like, I've got to end this pain. I've got to end this pain. And so she also feels like is part of this movement because she's hiding her emotions, even though that she's in love with her masculine. You know, she's hiding her emotions. She feels like she's got to transition away and out of this Ten of Swords energy, which is, you know, this pain, this heartbreak, this loss. And so it's this energy here of the Ten of Swords is she doesn't feel like there's any movement forward. It's just very slow going. She's hiding her emotions. She's trying to transition out. And this pain, the pain that she's feeling in her headspace is that we're just not moving forward. You know, and why is that? Seven of Pentacles. Because no one is investing. What about the Seven of Pentacles? King of Wands. This is that action king. This is her masculine being stuck in the Seven of Coins, Seven of Pentacles energy. Well, absolutely. See how connected they are? She already knows it. He's not investing in the connection. And he's like, oh my God, I'm stressed because I'm not investing. Right? And here, and he's got it in his overall headspace, overall energy. I'm not going to bring it out again to bore you guys, but it's all over here. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. And it even comes out in his environment, Seven of Pentacles. And so here, you know, she's hiding her emotions. She's trying to transition out of feeling this rough energy between the two of them. There's an end to any movement forward because the King of Wands is not investing. So she's like, I'm the Queen of Wands. And what about the Queen of Wands? You got to bring me that ace, buddy. That's what she's doing. She's like, yeah, I'm not bringing it to you. You got to bring it to me. Queen of Wands is with or without you, queen. Remember that. Queen of Wands is like, I'm cool with or without you. I'm fiery. I'm independent. I'm in my power. That is the Queen of Wands energy. So what's happening in his heart space as related to his feminine? Seven of Cups energy and patience. So this is choose wisely. So this is, again, why he's, you know, he's like, sevens are numbers of spiritual truth, okay? And he's like, he's not going to just make a hasty decision and rush in. So he's trying to be patient because in his heart, you know, he knows that he wants to be with his feminine, right? In his headspace, he knows it, right? But in his heart, he's like, I can't rush in. I can't rush in. I have to be patient. I have to choose wisely this time. And so I said, what about his heart space? What's happening with this choose wisely energy in his heart space? And I just want to see, maybe there's other meanings in this book here around choosing wisely. So when we're in this choosing wisely energy, this is about, you know, feeling scattered, not unrealistic expectations, right? That he needs to make a decision. And so he's patiently thinking about how to make the decision. So what are we doing here? What's the first card in his heart space? King of Wands. Where do we get the King of Wands? Right here in her head space. So they're very attuned with each other. They are very, very high. She got High Priestess here. He has Hierophant here. They are absolutely spiritually connected. They are. They feel each other. They know he's at each other's energy. They don't need a tarot reading to know what's happening with the two of them. They can feel it. But hey, tarot readings help, right? They help give clarity. So in his heart space, he's the King of Wands. What about the King of Wands? Queen of Swords. Who was the Queen of Swords? Right here, our feminine was the Queen of Swords in that Fool's energy. Right here, if you can see it, okay? So she's the Queen of Swords. What about the Queen of Swords? Ace of Cups. He's like, I love her. I love her, right? I love her. I want to take action towards her, but I got to be patient. And so he's guarded. Four of Pentacles. He's guarded. He's holding all his information. He's stuck in his stubborn energy. He's not moving towards her. He's not communicating. He's not sharing his feelings. Why? Five of Swords, because he feels defeated. He feels defeated. He feels like a loss. And then we have the moon. And the moon came up here where she's hiding her feelings from him. And in his heart space, he's just like, I don't know. I don't see how this can happen. I don't know what's happening, in fact, with her, with us, with me even, right? He's probably feeling. And so he's hidden in this moon's energy. I said, what about the moon? Chariot. He doesn't know how to move things forward. He doesn't know how to come forward with this truth. Knight of Swords. What's the Knight of Swords about? This truth, this clarity. I said, what is his truth and clarity? Two of Cups, that he wants union. That's his truth. Look at this. He's got like the Ten of Cups energy right here. He's got the Ace of Cups. He's got the Ace of Pentacles and now the Two of Cups, what he wants to communicate. He does. He wants this union, but he's in this very defeated energy at this time because of what is happening in his life. What is happening in her heart space as related to her masculine? Look at this, the New Beginnings and the Sun card. This is the Fool's energy and the Sun. She already got the Sun here in her overall energy. And she's like, she wants to be very positive now about any new beginnings with him in the future. She wants a new beginning in love, and now she wants this positivity, this success, this rebirth of this connection. But what happens as we drill down further into her heart space? Six of Cups. This is a card of nostalgia, this card of wanting to come back together. It's about soulmates, soul connections. What about the Six of Cups? Two of Pentacles. She's like, I don't know, man. I want this new beginning, but then I don't want the pain. I want this new beginning, but I don't want the bullshit that came along with it, right? This is her in and out, in and out. Two of Pentacles. I hate to do this, but I got to do it again. Where did the Two of Pentacles come up? Here, about this contract, right? Remember, and he got the Sun too. So straight up mirroring with the heart space of the feminine. So what I'm getting here is in her heart space, she's like, yeah, you know, I want to be with him. I want a new beginning. I want this fresh new start. I want to, you know, birth this connection. But she's like, yeah, but when I think about the past, I also don't want the BS. She's like, she doesn't want it. She doesn't want it. And so she comes in and out of this energy. And so what about this Two of Pentacles, the Tower? So the universe comes in and is crashing down on that Two of Pentacles energy and those memories of the past. That's why she is breaking free of that heartache and that pain. And remember, this is why we got that Sun card. Where do we get the Sun card? We got the Sun card here. Hold on, here, the Sun card. This is why we got the Sun card on that Seven of Swords, Ace of Swords. And so this is like, she's like, I'm breaking free of that Three of Swords energy, and the universe is helping me get out of this energy of my in and out, my imbalance of my connection. Furthermore, what's happening in her heart space? Magician. She wants to manifest. What does she want to manifest? This teamwork, this partnership with her masculine. She wants the Ten of Cups, but they are in separation. They're not in union. So this is like, you know, he's got the Two of Cups here in his heart. She's got it in her heart too. Five of Pentacles here in her heart space, and he's got it here in his head space. Ten of Cups here in her heart, and he's got it here in his head space. So they're both very much feeling this separation at this time, wanting union, but really trying to balance their own individual energies out in their healing. Because Ace of Cups, remember, he's got it here in his heart for his feminine. She's got it here for her masculine, and this contract, Hierophant. She wants him back too. He's got the Ace of Cups for her. She's got the Ace of Cups for him. She's got the Two of Cups for him. He's got the Two of Cups for her. The universe is really, really working on this connection with them right now. So what's happening in his environment? This is that Two of, I feel like this is like Two of Wands energy, movement, choices, decisions, right? Because Two of Wands is at the crossroads. And this is the Angel of Strength. Remember, bottom of his deck for his clarifiers is the Strength card. Okay, and the Ace of Pentacles is his bottom of the deck as well. So this is telling me that in his environment, he is very, very much working on himself to move forward, to make a decision. He knows that a choice must be made. He knows with hard work and effort and determination, he has the ability to juggle all of this pain, this sadness, this loss. He's got the opportunity to do that. He has the ability to do that, and he doesn't have to do it alone. Spirit is with him, all right? There is a partner here that can be there with him as well. He has a tribe that he can be with as well. And so now he knows he's gaining the inner strength within himself to make choices in his life, to make a decision in his life. And I said, all right, fine. What's happening? What is this decision making that is happening in his environment? Well, Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords. Feeling stuck in his headspace. Well, yeah, because in his headspace, he's stressed because they haven't moved forward. In his headspace, there's heartbreak, there's sadness. In his headspace, there's defensiveness. Okay? In his headspace, he knows that he's got to move this forward. So what's happening in his environment is this stuck energy that he's feeling in his headspace is being healed. This is the Temperance card. What else is happening in his environment? This Ten of Wands, this burden that he's feeling around his Nine of Pentacles feminine is suspended at this time, Hanged Man. What else is happening? This Page of Pentacles, this offer of the Ace. Okay, he's being healed for that. The Star card, he still has hope to make this offer, but Seven of Pentacles again. He still continues to stay, Eight of Swords, stuck in this energy, in his environment, and he's trying to get into his personal power. Really trying to get into his personal power here with this Angel of Strength to make a decision to move this connection, to move himself forward. Oh, wow. So now, what's happening in her environment as related to her masculine? Well, she's thinking about this divine connection. This is the Lover's card. This is harmony combined with deceit. I was like, all righty then. What is this deceit about in her environment? Well, what is it? Emperor. The Emperor deceived her. What about it? Queen of Wands. She's like, I'll leave you. I will leave you. Energy, right? She's like, I'm not going to put up with the deceit. And so what about this Queen of Wands, Page of Wands? There is this desire to communicate about this contract, Hierophant. But this Hierophant in this case, remember, it's here too, and it clarifies this Ace of Cups. She just feels like this deceit sabotaged their connection. She really did. And this is what she's healing from in her environment, where she's breaking free, right? So this is what's happening. So now let's drill down further into her environment, what's happening in her environment. Two of Swords. This energy of being at a stalemate, of being stuck. What about it? Eight of Cups. She's moving out of it. Eight of Cups. She's moving to her happiness. She's moving to her joy. She's moving out of being stuck. She's standing in her power. Nine of Pentacles. Duped to him in his environment. She's standing in her power. That is her truth. That is her clarity. That she just needs to stand in her power. Stand in her confidence. But she knows in her environment the wheel is stuck. That this destined connection is stuck in this Devil's energy. Well, sure as hell is, because right here we get the Devil with the Ace of Pentacles. She knows it. She knows it's stuck. And so Two of Wands, which mirrors him in his environment. She's like, we're at this crossroads in our connection. What about the Two of Wands, the Emperor? He's stuck at the crossroads. About what? Our union, Four of Wands. But see, she knows. Because look at how their environment matches up. He's getting the strength to make a decision to heal this stuck energy so that he can get out of this stuck energy of being in this pause to make a healed offer towards his feminine, okay? Because he's at the 10. Once you pass this 10, he gets the Ace of Wands, the only ace he doesn't have. He is healing to have that new beginning with his feminine, because this connection is suspended at this time because of inaction. But it's not inaction, it just appears that way. There's so much happening in the back end with the universe being here, with the universe putting a tower on the feminine's imbalance and around her wounds and around her healing, so she's able to break free. The tower is here for the masculine, having him open up his heart, having him stop being guarded, stop being defensive, heal his stuck energy, heal his mind, heal his pain, so that now he can bring that Ace of Pentacles to his feminine. I'm telling you, beautiful energy. Bottom of the deck for the connection, the Star and the Six of Wands. The universe is with them. This is a destined connection meant for success. First card out for the connective energy, Four of Cups, right? No one's making a move. No one's making a move. We see the blessing, but we're not doing anything with it, because why? Nine of Pentacles. We're both in our trying to be in our single confidence and just being our single selves. Princess of Swords, which is Page of Swords. There's a delay in communication, a delay, Knight of Cups, in movement forward in love. We are at a crossroads, Two of Swords. There's a stalemate in this connection at this time around the offer. Remember, the offer hasn't come forward. And so there's this thought process, Knight of Pentacles. There's this thought, this analysis that's happening in this connection because we're closed off, Four of Cups. We already got that. We're trying to move out of that energy slowly and heal, Four of Swords. What are we healing? We're healing while we're in this Hanged Man state. Who's in the Hanged Man state? What's in the Hanged Man state? This Ten of Wands energy, Nine of Pentacles, Hanged Man. This is his burden, that things are suspended with his feminine. That's what we're healing. And then this conflict, Five of Wands, that is where we are, Seven of Pentacles at this time. We want this family. We want to fill the bassinet. We want to birth this connection. But there's conflict, Five of Wands at this time. And it goes back to our masculines, Five of Wands energy, which is what is his conflict here in this connection? Seven of Pentacles right here. Seven of Pentacles, Five of Wands, same combination. He is not, his conflict is he's not investing. That's the Seven of Pentacles energy. What else is the Seven of Pentacles energy? He's stressed that he hasn't invested. What else is the Seven of Pentacles energy? That he's stuck, that he hasn't invested. So he's healing all of that. He's healing to take action. All right? Let me know if this resonates, guys. I wish you all the very best for the rest of the week. And if you want to book your own personal reading with me. Oh, you know what? Actually, I want to pull a guidance card for you guys. No wonder I got this out. Guidance card, guidance card. Hopefully you didn't click off. Okay, let's pull a guidance card before I end this reading. What's the guidance for the masculine and his connection around all this Seven of Pentacles energy? Guidance for our divine masculine. Here we go. This is your life's purpose. This connection is his life's purpose. So this Seven of Pentacles energy is thinking about how to invest, but also not investing. So he needs to know, the masculine needs to know that this is his life's purpose. And the universe is helping him be aligned with his goals so that he can be clearly guided towards actions and taking the best steps to fully manifest his wonderful and meaningful purpose in life, which is this connection. What is the advice for our divine feminine? What is the advice for our divine feminine as she breaks free? Ooh, there we go. Lean on God and angels for support. This is her angel. I said this earlier, guys. I said this. She knows she does nothing. You don't have to worry about a thing, right? The universe has got it. This is about, dear God and angels, I give you this twin flame connection now and completely. I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. This is her stepping away, knowing all she has to do is stay in her light, stay in her power, and observe. What is the message for the connection? Oops. There you go. Self-respect. Remember, we're making decisions where we are respecting ourselves. So remember, I started this off at the top of the reading where it feels like we're being stubborn, but no, we are respecting ourselves. This is that balance. When we respect ourselves, we can respect each other and we make respectful choices. So this says, dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see myself as you see me through the eyes of love. Thank you for honoring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all of my relationships so that I'm surrounded by kind and loving people. That's it. Boom. Self-respect. All right, guys. Want to book your own personal reading with me? Go to queenoflight1111.com. Bye.